Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace. Today I want to show you two of my favorite new things that I've been using a lot and I've not told you guys about yet. One of them I just got, but one of them I've been using for a while because you guys know on this channel, I love Falcam quick release things. I was first introduced to it with the best tripod ever. Click in Falcam F38, one button, click my camera out. I love this tripod. Then if you picked up anything F38, you will have gone down the rabbit hole of F38 and F22 quick release items, the best being the cage. Once you put a cage like this on your camera, this Falcam cage gives you like all sorts of quick release possibilities. Because just having this cage on your camera gives you F38 on the bottom, it gives you F22 on the bottom, quarter 20 ARRI locating pins, gives you F22 on the top and F22 on this side. So if my camera is in this cage, I can then really quickly grab things like handles, put a handle on that side. Maybe I want to put a top handle on the top. I've got my monitor up there, but I could mount my monitor up here. I could grab another handle, and all of these things quick release into this system. And then when you're like, I want my camera not with all this stuff on it, you just press the buttons, you quick release it, and you pop it off. Trust me, if you start down the F38, F22 path, you'll get all sorts of fun toys. And my A-cam rig basically lived in this cage for a long time. And then when I would run around with my normal camera, like my vlog camera, A7 IV, A7S III, I would have this camera out with me and I wouldn't have a cage on it. I would just have the F38 plate on the bottom. And I would feel like I was missing the versatility and the usability of having a cage. So then I put a cage on it and I don't know, like there's times when I want a cage and there's times when I don't want a cage. And the flip-flopping between putting the cage on, taking the cage off, all that, kind of a pain in the butt. But I've been using something lately and it is so insanely clever and so insanely useful. What if I told you that I have a cage, a camera cage, in my hands right now? That would be ridiculous if it weren't for Falcam's folding camera half cage. At first, this is gonna sound crazy, but trust me, I have not used this cage since I got these. I got one for this camera and my A-cam rig is now in one of these. Check out what this thing does. Fold it up so it's in your bag really small, pop it out. I've got two screws on it like that to just undo it. And now this bad boy lifts up to the vertical position. This one comes across to the horizontal. I screw those two in. And now I have a quick release Falcam half cage that my camera F38 locks into. So when I want a cage, I just pop it on there. When I don't, I press one button and my camera completely comes out of this cage. Now this cage has on the bottom F38, F22, F50 mounts. On the side, I've got F22, I've got 3 quarter 20, I've got the ARRI locating pins. On the top, I've got F22, I've got 3 quarter 20s, and I have ARRI locating pins, and I have a cold shoe mount right there. So now, just with this system here, I could take a handle and pop a handle on top of my camera, turn it into like a system like this where I have handles, pop maybe this bad boy on the side, and now my camera is in like a full caged rig system. I could mount my monitor on top because I have the F22 up top. Everything is ready to rock just like this. And instead of when my camera is in a cage like this and I decide like, oh, now I don't want my camera in a cage, I just want my camera off by itself. Instead of having to take apart everything and then take the camera out of the cage, put on an F38 plate, now I just press this one button and this entire system just comes off and I have my camera separate from this like utility system. So I can have all the utility of a cage, but I can also just run around sometimes like I just want my camera. Like sometimes I just want this and I want to go shooting and I don't want a cage on it. Like I want to be more, I don't know, low profile. And then again, when I want to go back to my cage, I just come back, my camera clicks in and I'm back in cage mode. So all of that incredibly simple. And again, this whole thing with two knobs right here and right here, this whole thing folds up that small. The second thing is the thing that I just got recently, and I've already had so much fun with it, also from Falcam, because it is also F22 and F38 compatible look at that adorable little thing. If that ring looks familiar, it is because this is a MagSafe mount that brings MagSafe compatibility to the F38, F22 world. Let me show you first kind of what the mount itself looks like. It's got like MagSafe here and then a hinge so you can do different angles, then a hinge on the bottom. So 2 hinges for different angles, and because when you want to put it in your bag, the whole thing folds up. But then when you want to put it into something like an F38 tripod, I have one right here. The bottom bit right here, see, this is F38, and then that channel is F22. So the outside, I can now just take this and just lock it into any of my F38 connectors, and I now have a MagSafe tripod mount that I can tilt on it. I can turn my phone sideways, have this in all different positions. I can do like a straight down shot. Now I have a way to MagSafe my phone into tripod mounts. Now that's very, very clever. It's also Arca Swiss, so if you have an Arca Swiss tripod, an Arca Swiss tripod will grab onto that. But that F22 rail on there means that, let's say I do have my camera in a system like this, and I get my camera into either this or anything with F22 rails, I can now take this little bit here, slide it onto the top rail, and now I can mount my phone above my camera. So if you're trying to either do like behind the scenes kind of shots like this, where I could see the lens in the shot, I could also do my script, like any sort of bullet points or notes that I have on here. I could mount this the other way, mount this forward. So now when I'm in front of the camera, I can see my notes that are just mounted. It's a way to MagSafe to F38, F22, and tripod. And I love it. I've been using it so much. And one of the most clever bits about it is this piece, which I don't think that they currently sell separately, but I hope that they will sell this separately, because check this out. On this side is F22, and on that side is 3M VHB and quarter 20 in the middle. So I can just take this and mount it to like anything quarter 20, like a pole, have this mounted, and now I have a little pole mount for my phone. So we could do like selfie pictures. I could do like if I was at a concert and I was like, I need this camera to be way above everyone, I could boom up my phone, so now it's like that far above me. I could flip this under. I could do like low to the ground shots with my, it's very, look, I know I talk about Falcam on this channel a lot. They do not pay me at all. They do not sponsor the channel. I get like a piece, it's like affiliate links if you guys order anything through Falcam, but I'm obsessed with Falcam. I talk about them just because I use their stuff so much. And these 2 bits, this guy and this guy, I've been using a ton. This I just got at NAB, but this I got like 2 months ago. So this I've been using extensively. I've used it a ton. This is pretty much my go-to cage now. Anytime I'm using a handle or have my monitor mounted or anything that's gonna be mounted in my camera, I'm no longer using this cage because I rarely ever used this side of the rail in the first place. I kind of only ever use top, side, and bottom, and this covers that and can just slide it in my bag because it's a little teeny tiny foldable half cage. That is so stinking clever. Like always, I want to know what you guys have to say about these 2 items. I will link them both down below. And a massive thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. I am almost done with my new Squarespace website. I'm super excited to launch it, super excited to launch new shirts and new hoodies on that new Squarespace website. But I have been using Squarespace for the last 11 years for my professional photography business because they're the best. When I first got started with Squarespace 11 years ago, it was because it was simple. Like, I am not by any means a website designer. I don't know how to make websites, but with Squarespace, I can make a super dope website, and you can too. All you gotta do, go to the first thing in the description, go to squarespace.com, get in there and sign up for a totally free trial, and you can go in and see all the features. You can build out your website to your heart's desire using their Fluid Engine design system. You can put booking on there, you can do a portfolio, you can do all sorts of things with Squarespace. And you can also get your domain and Google email address all through Squarespace. So don't go anywhere else first, just go straight to Squarespace, download one of their templates, and get started. When you're ready to go live though, use code David Manning and you can save 10% off at checkout. Thank you, Squarespace. And I'm very excited to launch my new Squarespace website. You guys are gonna like what's on there. Okay, let me know your guys' thoughts on these two items. This one is just like stupidly clever. I love everything that is MagSafe, like anything MagSafe. It's just, I love it. It's magnets and obviously quick release. These are my two favorite things, quick release and magnets. And this is all quick release and this is magnets. So, two of my favorite new things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you soon. Hey, I've got, ow, my elbow.